First kill. Enrage is pretty low, so very little risk. Gonna Meteor and then Goriko, because I need the Dragon Scimitar right now. Alright, the build is pretty much done. Just a matter of wait. The burn is at 99%. I dive in here, drink my power burst, and just fly up this path. Like so, and I fly back. Chaos Roar. Easy K. Alright. And we're in the final phase. So I'm dropping my dummy. Berserk. Stall the overpower here, that's the key. Release it with an assault. Then I'm just spamming the dagger. First kill was a success. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna reroll most of everything to try and get this pet. Forgot to do a Reaper. I better get a Reaper. Araxxi. Alright, let's go again. Alright, so the setup for the skip is simple. At 20 seconds, now I'm slow here, you can see that. Dragon Battle Axe. The next thing you want to do is at 40 seconds, and it's a Dragon Scimitar special. This just improves your accuracy. That is done now. So last thing is at the 1 minute mark, or when the burn reaches 99%, you begin your dive and your surges up the path. So I'm just about ready. Here we go. So this is the part I'm slow at. But yeah, just do your best. When you get back into range, you Chaos Roar. Easy K. And if you've done it correctly, you're riding the spider to victory. Yeah, it's just a matter of finishing off the kill then. In my case, I dropped a dummy. Berserk, got Relentless there. That's okay. Arch, G Fury, Stall Overpower, Release with an Assault, and then Dagger until he's gone. A successful Araxxi kill. Quick and good money. Yeah, let's reroll. Let's run it back. That was 2 kills in 1 overload sip, so it's not so bad. But when you're low on rage like this, it's a lot more comfortable. Alright, let's try to get a better skip here. Whoa. Yeah, see that? That kills you at higher in rage. That mistake. So it's a lot more comfortable. Alright, 20 seconds in, you Dragon Battle Axe spec. That's what that looks like. The next thing to remember is at 40 seconds, you Dragon Scimitar special attack. So we've got some time here. Just build an adrenaline. Reduce the boss's HP. But there we go, 40 seconds. Now, next thing to remember. When the burn reaches 99, so we've got some time here. All we do is we begin to dive and surge up the path. Don't forget to drink Power Burst of Movement. I don't know what it's called. Power Burst of Chaos Roar into an easy K. And if you've done that correctly, or at least somewhat like that, you're in the next phase. Next phase is about getting to your Berserk, drinking your 8-paw. We're going to do 2 defensives for Adrenaline. And we barge the dummy. We G-Fury that dummy. Stall in an Overpower. And we release that Overpower with an Assault. Maybe throw a Punish in there. The boss is gone. Look ring on. Yeah, that's a reroll. One of these days. Power Burst of Acceleration, that's what it's called. Couldn't think of it. Alright, let's run it back. We've been on this path for a little bit now with no spider leg drop. Kind of expecting one soon. And then it's going to be Darkness Path. Let's try to get a cleaner skip this time. I've taken to actually pulverizing the boss there to reduce the kind of damage it does. Because I was dying an awful lot yesterday. Alright, 20 seconds. Dragon Battle Axe. $40 seconds, we need 2 Dragon Scimitar, so build an Adrenaline. There's the 40 seconds. I'm not going to Dragon Scimitar him now because I'll eat all that damage back. Alright, here we go. Now it's just about making sure his HP is low and my Adrenaline is high. Okay, now at 99, burn, we dive in, drink our Power Burst, surge all the way down. That's way too far. That's okay. When we get back to the boss, we Chaos Roar. Easy K. I do a Punish just in case. Now we're in the final phase. Again, Berserk. You drink our 8 pot. We got a Relentless there, so that's perfect. Barge. Chief Fury. This is all just building up this stall. We release that with a Assault. That does a lot of damage in very little time. Here we go. It's a good, but we're still re-rolling. Anything under 1 million, we re-roll. Hey, welcome, uncles. I think so. I think it's back on track. I think it's moving in the right direction at least. I know there's a lot of pushback at the minute with the changes. I think it's basically going to lead to more players, which is what good for the game. And I would look, I'd love to see it grow. What's your own thoughts on it? Hey, what's the gold situation on OSRS? Is it gold there is worth more than gold here, right? Pretty much know nothing about that game. Old school. So I'm like, yeah, so that 4.4 bill, what would that amount to then? Ah, very good. Yeah, so you're wealthy. Kills going pretty good. I just have to remember the Dragon Scimitar at the end. Or not the end, 40 seconds. Okay. Again, can't do it because he's reflecting all damage. So I'll be late. I should be able to make it work though. Rico there. Alright, here we go. So this is the part here. This is the slow part for me. Like if I sped this up, I could get probably 1 minute 37 kills maybe. I put the Ring of Death on there. Reason being, if a mirror back comes out and I'm in the middle of something like that, it's basically guaranteed. Another Relentless. I think that's my third in about 4 kills. Alright, again, we're stalling. We're releasing. Dragon spec until the boss is gone. Or Dragon spec, dagger spec. Yeah, that's really good wealth there. 36 bill. And are you thinking of giving it a shot? Have you tried it before? Surely you've tried it at some point.
Can I put it up on the mantelpiece with the others?
Yeah, I think it's good to swap in between, especially considering the content. Sometimes you get lulls in RS3, and in them periods maybe OSRS has got like something brand new. All right. Let's see if I can get a clean skip here. I think it's been fairly bad movement so far. I need to get to 100 adrenaline. Alright, you see the burn at the top of the screen. Once that's 99, I dive in. Dive back. This is better. I do throw in a Vuln bomb at the end. This boss clears Vulns really quick. But if you do it right before they hit, you know, it still counts. That's another relentless. That is nuts. Alright, so here we go. This is a complicated enough part of the fight. If I don't do it right, my character just stands around doing nothing, like this. Alright, Ring of Death is on, because could be in trouble here. We get a mirror back. There's a mirror back. Oh, that's rough. Oh, I signed there. That's why I've got no adrenaline. Okay, the Ring of Death has procced. We are officially in trouble. These guys should be able to finish the kill, right, though? Alright, so I need to loot fast because I am dying. Okay, back all quick. Alright, we got the drop. We had to get out of there really quick. That is why we bring the Ring of Death. Yeah, I think what would you say is the biggest improvement that you've seen in the roadmap or actually live in the game? What do you think is going to have the most impact? Potentially bringing new players to the game or bring back old players? I need to change the path. I'm going to a different... So you can change the rotation for Araxxi. I think that's right. I think I selected the right one there. So this is light path. Actually my least favorite of the tree. Potentially the easiest for beginners though, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'd say it probably is the easiest for beginners. I might as well pulverize just to weaken the attacks. Right, the only thing I'm concerned about here is just getting the health down. But Hey, where did you make your fortune? Was it in which game? I only just discovered that those hits are keeping me in combat. And that's why I can't do things like eat food losslessly. That was a range hit. I should have been praying. Pray. That's magic hit. Alright. That's up. So my strategy for phasing in this is basically to do a bleeded assault. That didn't work. Okay, I almost easy K'd there. That would have been a good night. Right, it's gonna be a slow kill. That's okay, I guess. Okay, so what? We're at 2 minutes 30. At this point, I would have been finished the kill long ago in the previous rotation. That's okay, it's pretty slow. Ring of Death is on just in case. Alright. You know what? That was pretty quick. Do we get to back? We don't. Yeah. Are you talking about the combat update that's coming in March? Or how the game is right now? Oh, not going that way. At this array in Rage, I'd have to start paying attention to what's going on. Can't kind of get away with stuff anymore. I might even have to start rare flicking. Yeah, so like I say, the only goal here is just basically to reduce the health to 5k or less. That's the job done. So I just chill out here. And then we're getting into the next phase. Phase 2. I'm just taking a bunch of unavoidable damage, I guess. It's kind of annoying. Oh, that's lucky. Is this phase random as well? Like it takes different durations. Right, that's down. Alright, all we're doing is hopefully do this better than I did last time, but we need to barge this guy. Bleed. And then easy K, and hopefully he doesn't drop his web, reflect all the damage back at me. Okay, so the cool thing is, the way I do it, P4 is just the exact same, regardless of what path it's open. So I'm cycling defensives just to get adrenaline. Ring of Death is on, just in case spiders come out. Oh, it's not going to be spiders. Minions closed. Alright, nice. Alright, over 1k or over 1 million, we keep everything else and we're re-rolling. Kind of slow getting the burning there, I think. Alright, all the damage is done. Just about chilling now until the web is burnt. Phase 2. Yeah, I'm gonna... Dragon Battle Axe. Oh, there we go.
You went to did have a yes, it is. Alright.
Can I shoot this guy from here? I can. Yeah, that's up. Is it even worthwhile Dragon Battle Axing? I think it's been cleared, right? Alright, Ring of Death is on just in case we get a nasty reflect. In terms of kill times, I think this is pretty quick, at least compared to previous ones. I think I executed that perfectly. Very nice. That is 236. It's probably pretty decent for that path. Come on. Never lucky. Yeah, in terms of actual money makers, yeah, I'm kind of stumbling upon as I get along. But if you look at this, I'm selling the pheromones for 2 million, and I'm buying them slow for 1 million. So it's like, you know, you're never going to be rich on that, but it's a million margin, 10 buy limit per 4 hours. I don't think you'd actually fill those 10. I think it's pretty slow. Overnight, I bought, I think, 13 out of 20. Still, I mean, it's 2 grand exchange slots. It's probably 10 million every 4 hours. I would say that's kind of worth it. But yeah, this is my least favorite of the paths. So if we can get a leg piece pretty quick, that would be best for me. All right, don't forget the easy K. That second spec, that's pulverized. They have the same animation. You can see the debuff bar there, reduced to dust, whatever that means. So I do have to do a little bit of damage. The cool thing is, after web, I can put the damage over time abilities on, without having worried about them being reflected back to me. I'll do a resonance, try to get a little bit of heal. And we're into phase 2. Yeah, as the rage goes up, the actual typeless damage I take here increases. I think it goes up to 800 in the very beginning. So I think on the last kill, the Dragon Battle Axe actually cleared. So I don't think there's any point in doing it. Just chill here. Standing there. Nice. Oh. So my ring of death is on, just in case. That's fine. I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, that's so satisfying. P4. Okay, here we go. Let's get something. Reroll. I think that's two chances at a pet, right? I got that right. The initial kill, and then typically I reroll, what, 9 out of 10 times, I'd say. Someone's dropping their blubber. I'll take it, you know. Every little counts. I easy K? Oh, I don't think I did. That's all right. Web. No, I guessed wrong. Alright, so far so good. Damage is done. Just chilling now. I'll freedom off cooldown. Diving into phase 2. That damage is kind of really ramping up now. Yeah, I think the play is as I've been doing. It's basically barge into the boss. Chaos Roar, easy K. Don't bleed the assault because if he reflects, I'm going to take a bunch of bleed damage. That is right. And actually, tip, if you click the mini map, you can actually run into that arena a little bit quicker than if you're doing it any other way. Ring of Death is on. Oh, I got a base in there. Never mind. Still pretty good. Yeah, that's another pheromone. We keep. I'm selling them for 2 million, so. That was kind of low. I'll just line up an overpower as soon as it's gone. Hit him with the overpower, maybe a hurricane. Get some heals. Alright, that's a lot healthier now. That was a melee hit. You know, it does a lot of damage sometimes. Okay, overall, pretty decent phase. The damage is starting now at 160. Adding what? Yeah, ticks seem to be kind of cumulative, don't they? got distracted. I think we have to do that again. Pay attention this time. Ring of Death is on. That's pretty decent. Okay, this is one of the times where I've done it wrong and my character just seems to stand around doing nothing. We might need to play this correctly. Alright, that's the Ring of Death. That's a reroll. Never lucky. Hey, good news, my Silent Life is going to be off cooldown. Perfectly timed, huh? Damage should be more or less done now, so it's just about not taking damage. Getting some nice split soul heals if I can. You can resonance these hits if you want. That mechanic seems to put my things on cooldown, my defensives. I'm going to wait here, then I'm going to search dive. Alright, I'm going to resonance the next one. It's a 2k heal, very nice. A lot of the times they just miss. Alright, let's try to do it right this time. Yeah, that worked. Alright, that was a pretty smooth kill. The damage from the light is really ramping up. I think it was getting to 1k there. That's the part I don't like. The fact that I'm in combat. So if I eat something like a solid food, like a shark, it's taking 10% of my adrenaline. So I end up having to chomp a load of green blubbers. Alright, we're chilling. I'm gonna Great Barrage, lead the assault. And that should be a lot of damage. Damage part's done. Just try not to get killed while I wait for this web to burn. Alright. I'm gonna try and res the first hit. Oh, won't be able to now. It's a magic hit. And it missed, of course. That's range. Might be a decent enough kill time here. I think that was kind of quick, that phase. I don't know, is it random? Honestly, couldn't tell. The ring of that is not on. Better put it on quick. He survived. Alright, we said that part, right? It's definitely a reroll. Better luck next time. Wait on night. Ah, too early in there. Taking damage now. Calorie overload here. In case I forget. I think I did that right. Yes, happy days. Better look next time. A couple of kills left this hour. I'm guessing web. Ah, that was wrong. That was another melee hit. Those do big damage. Kind of just chilling here, but definitely at the stage now where I need to eat in phase 1. Alright. You get a big resonance off the first of these. Tends to miss quite a bit, right? Okay, I'm on 1 health. I've never never seen that. This is why you do your health boosts at the start. I'm probably gonna die immediately, I would imagine. Health is low as well. Oh, that's the sign of life. That's the... Alright, we got him. That was smooth.